Right now it's 6, a proposal for a new overnight shelter in Ellensburg, but it is the proposed location that's getting a little bit of resistance. Hi, Stacy.
And Austin, we've been soaking up that golden sunshine all day. It's going to be sticking around. Plus, temperatures are starting to warm up as we head towards your St. Patty's Day weekend. All the details in my First Alert forecast.
All right, Stacy. Also tonight, we are showcasing student creativity live at the 51st Annual Regional High School Art Exhibit in Pasco. We'll see our Monique Ledesma right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. I'm Austin Reed. Well, we are going to start actually in Yakima County. The Lewis Street overpass, we're going to start in Pasco, I should say. The Lewis Street overpass in downtown Pasco could bring revitalization to the area. But at the moment, construction there is hurting area businesses. That's according to shop owners. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma spoke with a member of the Pasco City Council and shop owners to find out what they need to survive.
The overpass that's being built near Lewis Street may bring some relief when it comes to traffic and the railroad, but area small businesses owners say right now construction is bringing their business to a standstill. Small business owner Pedro Torres, who is owner of Movements Athletics, says he is turning to the city council for help. Torres says he has no one else.
We're just looking for an offset of the cost of what would have been potential business to do this.
Torres isn't alone. Alvaro Enriquez, a mechanic with Al's Automotive Repair, says being a small business, you can't afford to go without your clients for 3 to 4 months, which is how much time it may take to have the overpass officially open. I spoke to Enriquez and have translated his interview into English.
Es un poco frustrante.
It's kind of frustrating because there's no fundings like there would be for big companies to be 2 to 3 months without a clientele. Torres says it's hard enough to open a small business in the area and in this state, but add this construction and it's a lot to handle.
And when you've put your blood, sweat, and tears into a place and done all the work for this, and to have those kind of things happening, it hits a place. It hits a place in your heart.
Josué Legal, co-owner with You Pay Less Repair and Replacement Auto Glass, says for many in the community, this is how they take care of their families, and the situation is getting alarming.
Un poquito frustrado un poco porque
a little frustrating because it's a family business. I have my nieces and nephews working for me, and when I have to let someone off, it's breaking my heart because we all depend on working, and if there's no sort of funding for help, it's affecting them and their family. Pasco City Councilman for District 3, Leo Perales, says he wants to help and says the City Council is working to find a solution as fast as possible.
So we started looking, as soon as I heard about this going on and a lot of people contacting the city, myself and some other council members jumped right on it. I started doing some research and I was able to find that perhaps we can use community development block grant funding to help these businesses.
Perales says the last thing the city needs right now is to have an overpass that is over budgeted and a loss of businesses in downtown Pasco, a problem that the overpass is meant to help solve. Reporting in Pasco, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Monique, thank you for that story in Franklin County. Now, Perales says he doesn't have a timeline just yet of when help can arrive for the business owners or what that help looks like. Monique will continue to track this story as it develops. All right, now to Yakima. A moratorium on parking enforcement is in effect through mid-April for downtown. But after a presentation to council last night, they're a little bit closer to a long-term solution. The recommendation to keep the time limit for free parking at 2 hours and monthly permits for city-owned lots at $50, but to decrease the cost of a ticket from $50 to $20 and allow businesses with time-consuming services like massage parlors and hair salons to petition the city to change their street parking to 3 hours.
Honestly, the city in doing this, once we move forward, we need to do a far better job of immediate public education.
All right, so the city is holding an open house for the public on March 21st. Staff will use that input to create a final proposal and present it to council to make a final decision on April the 2nd. Ballot counting for the primary election is still underway. In Benton County, there were just under 35,000 ballots received by the end of Monday night. Among those, about 1,200 are being challenged, most of them because the voters did not choose a party or their signatures did not match the signature on file. Apple Valley News Now spoke with the Benton County elections manager about this today.
So people that didn't pick a party, they've been sent letters in an effort to cure those. People have until the 21st at the end of the day to get those back for their ballot to be counted, but we have quite a bit that have been sent letters for not picking a party for this election. It's just for this election. It doesn't determine how they vote in the general. It's just for this, essentially a party primary.
Now, Hatfield also says that they have about a 32% return in this primary.
In 2020, we got 43% back, so it's a little lower than what we had in 2020.
Now, in Franklin County, the voter turnout has been about 22.5%. They will be dropping their final numbers this evening. Let's now take a look at where the numbers are so far. Let's go to Benton County first. The Democrats voted 85% for Biden, 5% for Dean Phillips, and 3.5% for Marianne Williamson. About 5% voted uncommitted. The Republican Party voters picked Trump with 77% of the vote. Nikki Haley got 19%, and other candidates won about 4.5% of the Republican votes. All right, in Franklin County, Trump garnered about 82% of the vote, with Nikki Haley coming in at about 15%. The other candidates combined got close to 3.6%. The Democrats picked Biden at almost 86% of the vote. Dean Phillips got 4.4%, and Marianne Williamson got 4.2%. There were also 5.5% who voted uncommitted. Statewide, here's how the numbers look like tonight. Biden with 86%, Phillips 3%, and Williamson 2.7%. Statewide, almost 7.5% voted uncommitted. The Republican primary voters in the state gave Trump close to 74% of the vote and Nikki Haley close to about 22%. The other candidates on the ballot claimed 4.6% of the ballots counted so far. Now, the counting will continue until the official certification of the primary election, which comes on March the 22nd. Turning to our weather, what a gorgeous day as we are cruising through this month and this week. Stacy, how's it looking as we're getting closer to St. Patty's Day weekend?
That's right. Things just keep getting better and better. Things keep getting windier, however. Tonight in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley, we're seeing those breezes kick up to 21 miles an hour. That sustained winds, a little bit lighter here in the Tri-Cities, but a little bit of a breezy night ahead. Let's take a look at our time lapse. This was yesterday's sunset. A couple of interesting things happened early in the afternoon. We had a bunch of clouds moving through. There were some micro bursts that happened that caused rain to fall and even some hail in some of the Tri-Cities. So this is kind of where that was coming from as the sun, as those clouds moved through the area. Started to clear later in the evening, and then we had a great sunset. So that's what happened last night. 57 degrees, Legends Casino Skycam. Winds are light at 9 miles an hour. Our sunset tonight at 7. So clear and chilly tonight. You're going to want to grab a coat. Sunny and gradually warming as we move through the week towards the weekend. 70-degree temperatures are on the way, and spring officially begins next week. All the details coming up in your First Alert full weather forecast. Austin?
All right, we'll talk to you then. Ellensburg parents and community members are pushing back against the proposed location of a sleep center. It's an overnight shelter for homeless people in Kittitas County. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell spoke to city officials about their response and plans moving forward.
City officials say the main concern they've heard from community members isn't about the sleep center itself, but about the proposed location.
1200 South Ruby Street, less than 200 feet away from my child care center.
Happy Feet Academy on Ruby Street serves 62 children, with over 190 on the wait list. And they're opening a second location this summer to serve another 112 children. But the owner says with the city's announcement of a possible homeless shelter nearby,
several families have voiced that they plan to discontinue care or request moving their children to the new location, causing enrollment at Ruby Street Street to hang in the balance.
She says if they had to close the Ruby Street location, they would also have to return nearly $200,000 in state funds that help keep them open during COVID.
These financial hurdles have real potential to put enough strain on our business to discontinue Happy Feet Academy collectively.
The city's plan to build up to 25 individual insulated shelters that would be available overnight, year-round on the same property where Hope Source is already converting an old motel into affordable housing units. Because for the past 10 years, the only shelter countywide has been an overnight cold weather shelter with the capacity for just 13 to 18 people that's only open between November and March.
It's run by the Kittitas Valley Ministerial Association, and it's a largely volunteer-based, and it rotates from church to church.
Many with children in the same building at the same time.
Mercer Creek has a daycare. They have the cold weather shelter. It has worked quite functionally.
But community members say their main concern isn't about homeless people who are already in Ellensburg, but those a new shelter might draw in.
With a place to stay, it can bring in new and less kind individuals.
The city has agreed to delay making any decisions for the moment, and now
we're asking for community members to help us with finding an alternate location. It has to be located within the city limits. It has to be available for purchase or lease by May 1st of this year. It has to be appropriately zoned. The size requirements, a minimum of 1.25 acres. Ideally, it's near public transit or pedestrian access.
Community members can submit their recommendations online at beheardeberg.com/sleep-center. The city is giving the community about 8 weeks to come up with recommendations and submit them online. And after that, they'll reconsider their options. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Emily, and she will stay on this story, so stay with us for updates. Other news tonight, a 35-year-old named Liberto Fernandez Rodriguez has been sentenced to 37 years in prison after pleading guilty to killing 2 people in 2021. Rodriguez pleaded guilty to first-degree murder and domestic violence for fatally attacking and running over his girlfriend, Rocio Ramos Martinez, outside the YWCA on New Year's Day in 2021. Rodriguez then drove off in his pickup truck and crashed head-on into another vehicle on Highway 97, killing Alfred Anaya and injuring his wife. Rodriguez pleaded guilty to vehicular homicide and vehicular assault in that case. A gang member is sentenced to 57 months for illegal possession of a firearm after threatening to burn down a Yakima bar. Alex Nunez, a 23-year-old Yakima man, gets another trip to prison. Court documents reveal that Nunez spent time in prison back in 2022 for 2 felony offenses. He was released this past July, and 6 months later, police were called to the Little Dutch Inn bar in Yakima. That is where Nunez had been cut off from alcohol and got angry and started making threats to shoot up the place and burn it down. When officers got there, they saw Nunez throw away a gun, which turned out to be a semi-automatic pistol loaded with over 15 rounds of ammunition. Because of prior felonies, Nunez was not allowed to have a gun. He was sentenced to 57 months, followed by 3 years of supervised release. We enjoyed a picture-perfect day in the Tri-Cities, golden sunshine and fairly moderate temperatures, but temps could be creeping up for your weekend. Stacy will be back, have another look at your First Alert forecast. But first, we are live at the 51st Annual High School Student Art Exhibit in Pasco, and that is where we find our Monique Ledesma. She'll join us live next.
This is Ford Truck Month with amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Get to Ford Truck Month. Lock in a 6-year rate. Get 1.9% for $72 on a 2023 F-150 only at your local Ford dealer.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
We're done.
What about these?
Looks right.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
New herbal essences sulfate-free, packed with pure aloe and camellia flower oil your hair will love. And none of the things it won't. Hair that feels deeply nourished, soft and lightweight. New herbal essences.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is celebrating 29 years with a $150,000 anniversary Jeep giveaway. Beep beep, win a Jeep for $20,000 cash. Play with your Club Wild Card to earn entries every day, or download our mobile app. Play the game and win bonus Jeep entries. Play with your Club Wild Card to earn entries and win up to $1,600 every Friday and Saturday. Then drive off in a new Jeep Wrangler or take home $20,000 cash on Saturday, March 30. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often. Celebrating 29 years.
I was stuck. Unresolved depression symptoms were in my way. I needed more from my antidepressant. Vraylar helped give it a lift.
Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant is clinically proven to help relieve overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults, report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, as these may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Stomach and sleep issues, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks.
I didn't have to change my treatment. I just gave it a lift.
Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
This is Ford Truck Month with amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Get to Ford Truck Month. Lock in a 6-year rate. Get 1.9% for $72 on a 2023 F-150 only at your local Ford dealer.
ET and Extra tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you for staying with us. New tonight and only from Apple Valley News Now, Columbia Basin College right now is hosting its 51st annual Regional High School Art Exhibit, and that's where we find our Monique Ledesma live at CBC with more. Hi, Monique.
Hi, Austin. Yes, the award show just wrapped up. As you can see, everyone is enjoying the artwork being on display, and I'm joined with Erica, who is a Central Washington University scholarship recipient for her piece of artwork. Erica, can you tell me a little bit about your artwork here?
I made this realistic copper metal heart pin. It can clasp onto fabric and stuff. I'm super proud of it because all these little tiny wires were soldered on individually and were very finicky. Yeah.
And to you, what does it mean to being awarded the scholarship?
I'm just really proud that I get to have proof that my work is valuable, and it is a way for me to represent that I have entered art shows and I've worked towards being able to make my art.
And you're wearing earrings that I believe you made yourself?
Yes, I just finished these in my Metals and Jewelry class, which is where I made this too.
Okay, nice. Well, thank you for allowing me to interview, and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, I'll have more information for you guys later tonight. Reporting live in Pasco, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, it was such a beautiful day. Hope you grabbed your shades. You're going to be needing them. It's clear outside tonight on our Dust Devil Sky Cam in Pasco. Not even a cloud in the sky. 57 degrees. Temperatures have dropped slightly. Our winds have decreased a little bit too. We're down to 9 miles an hour. Our sunset tonight at 7 p.m. Let's talk about the next 24 hours. Now, we are going to be on the chilly side overnight in the early morning hours for the next couple of days. That'll start to change as we get into next week. But look at that. Nice clear conditions. Temperatures hopping up close to 60 degrees. So looking really good overall, but chilly again tonight. And I know some of my My gardening friends are tempted to get out and start planting those gardens as soon as they see the sunshine, but we're still a little bit too chilly for that overnight. So just be aware of that. Those temperatures close to 60 in Yakima tomorrow. Nice clear skies, nothing but sunshine, looking great. The only thing we've been talking about tonight is winds. They've kind of slowed down here in the Columbia Basin, but we're seeing those winds pick up, especially in those mountain gap areas. Ellensburg area, Yakima, Toppin is just seeing some breezy winds, and those winds will continue to pump up throughout the evening. These are the gusts. We're going to see 25-mile-an-hour gusts, so not advisory level, but still a little bit breezy to deal with overnight tonight. As we start our day tomorrow, we'll have calm winds along the foothills of the Blues, a little more breezy here in the Columbia Basin. As the day progresses, you'll see those winds start to pick up again in the Tri-Cities and then along the foothills of the Blues. Getting into our Friday morning, things are looking good. Slightly breezy to start your day, but we'll have those nice warm temperatures to counteract that. Now, spring begins in just 6 days, officially on Tuesday, March 19th, 8:06 p.m. And with that said, my first allergy forecast of 2024. Here it comes. We're seeing those pollen counts jump up. I was sniffling and sneezing yesterday with all the wind. We'll drop down slightly to about moderate level on Wednesday, but look at this. We're going to be getting up into the high zone. So we're looking at juniper, elm, and alder causing those allergies. So you might want to get a head start on those allergy medications. Temperatures tonight, like I said, on the chilly side, especially in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley, with temperatures in the 20s and low 30s, once again below the freezing level. Columbia Basin, we are also chilly tonight. We've got temperatures in the low 30s, Hanford at 32, 30 in Connell, 31 for the Tri-Cities. And looking at the foothills of the Blues, chilly temperatures there tonight with Milton Freewater at 33, 30 in Pendleton, 32 for Walla Walla. Let's talk about tomorrow. Again, going to need those shades. Lots of sunshine through the area, hitting 60 degrees in the Columbia Basin. Most of us should be there. Flirting with 60 degrees along the foothills of the Blues and pretty close to 60 degrees in Yakima tomorrow. Probably going to hit that, I think so. So grab those shades and be prepared for the sunshine. Let's talk 7-day planners. There's our happy guy dancing around on St. Patty's Day. Don't forget to wear your green. And the first day of spring on Tuesday, 71 in Yakima. Look at Tri-Cities. We're going to hit 72 by Tuesday. A little bit of a reduced temperature on Wednesday, but I'll take those couple of days in the 70s. Walla Walla, clear skies, going to be beautiful St. Patty's Day and also hitting 70s. Hermiston, nice and clear there as well. 72 on Tuesday, so looking good. All right, let's talk ski forecast. Now, here's what's been going on. This is Schweitzer Mountain this evening. It was pretty socked in foggy, and we're looking at more fog there as well. Now, over the last 24 hours, several of our ski resorts picked up a pretty good amount of snow, including Schweitzer Mountain. Schweitzer Mountain picked up a full 3 inches in the last 24 hours, 32 degrees, so staying cool. It's going to be foggy up there tomorrow. Just be aware of that if you're heading up to the resort. Ski Bluewood also picked up 3 inches of snow. More spring-like conditions as those temperatures get above the freezing level, so you might want to get out on the slopes early before you get our daytime high. White Pass, the winter again, picked up 12 inches of snow over the last 24 hours. And once again, get there early because once it gets in the 40s, well, that's when you get that that spring-like conditions. I call it skiing on a Slurpee. So get up there before that happens. Your ski report is brought to you by Schweitzer Mountain Ski Resort. Austin.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app. Want to do it even faster?
Here we go.
Oh, wow. U.S. Cellular works great out here. Wow. Still have 5G here, too. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working. Hey, thanks for the lift.
Test drive U.S. Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Our goal is to be in this community in 50 years, in 100 years. We're here to take care of this community that's taking such good care of our family. That's why we fully inspect our vehicles and certify everything, because it's just the right thing to do. It is kind of at the core of who we are, that we don't miss anything, that we catch every little detail. We have our customers' lives in our hands, so if they miss something, I mean, it's a huge deal. And so I give that speech to kind of every technician that comes through our door so they understand how important their job is. The most important part of our certified process is the fact that you get full transparency. We're here to make sure that our customers feel confident and comfortable with the decisions they're making. Buying pre-owned with McCurley means your vehicle meets a higher standard.
Find your way home in a Subaru certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Subaru.
With Dish, get the same TV bill every month for 2 years.
Hello? God, I think someone's coming.
No price hikes, no surprises. Because surprising TV shows are great. Surprising TV bills, not great.
Let's get you some fresh water.
The 2-year TV price guarantee from Dish. Tuned in to you.
An evening with Third Eye Blind. Third Eye Blind. Live in concert. Playing a career-spanning full-band electric set. Legends Casino Hotel Toppenish. Friday, April 12th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and at the Legends Casino gift shop. For more, visit thirdeyeblind.com.
Welcome back here at 6. Tri-Cities nonprofit has unveiled a new identity. What used to be known as Columbia Industries will now be known as Columbia Ability Alliance. Since its first inception, the nonprofit went through many transitions, especially broadening the scope of the people it could help. Columbia Ability Alliance offers resources and guidance to people who face a number of life challenges, including those with physical or mental barriers, those with housing instability. Maybe you're escaping addiction. They help veterans and those escaping violent environments. It is Wednesday, which means we are meeting a pup who needs a loving forever home. Operation Best Friend is coming up at 6:30.
Jessica Jalor, Good Morning Northwest. Weekday mornings from 5 to 7.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
All right, so my job here is the food and beverage executive chef. I've been here 10 years. Started off here as an entry-level cook. I was given the opportunity to step into the executive chef role, which is the position that I'm in. I've been in that position for about 6 years now, almost. What I do here, I handle not so much the day-to-day operations, but everything that goes into the menu planning, the SOPs for all of the cooks, recipes, ensuring all the recipes are all the same, the consistency, the vision of the food and beverage department as far as the aesthetics. What is it going to look like? What does the food preparation look like? We have everything from catering, fast food, employee meals, which is a cafeteria style setting, and then obviously our bread and butter, what we do, a buffet here at Legends. What we like to do here is try to keep our team members happy, try to be versatile with them, try to be flexible, whatever needs that they may have. We try to accommodate. We do have childcare here on property, so if somebody needs to drop their kids off at childcare, that option's always there. You could come into our department with no experience at all, but we're going to show you how to hold a knife. We're going to show you how to cut vegetables. We're going to show you how to cut meat. We're going to show you how to use all the equipment. Is the comfort of knowing that I'm going to have my consistent 40 hours a week, and that goes from everywhere from a dishwasher all the way up to my position. It's another benefit of working here at Legends. I like to think of it more as a career rather than a job.
Okay, which Taylor Swift songs that weren't in the original film will now be included in the Eras Tour, Taylor's version on Disney+? Well, all this week, we're gonna reveal a new song every day, only on GMA. Thanks, Taylor.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
This is Ford Truck Month. With amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Make way for the event that only comes around once a year, featuring the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Super Duty, the North American Truck of the Year. Get ready and get to Ford Truck Month. Lock in a 6-year rate. Get 1.9% APR for 72 months on a 2023 F-150 only at your local Ford dealer.
Want free college or career training? It's possible.
Sometimes Jonah wrestles with falling asleep, so he takes ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, and wakes up feeling like himself. Get the rest to be your best with non-habit-forming ZzzQuil. Better days start with ZzzQuil nights.
New herbal essences sulfate-free, packed with pure aloe and camellia flower oil your hair will love. And none of the things it won't. Hair that feels deeply nourished, soft, and lightweight. New herbal essences.
Next on the area's only live local news at 6:30, a financial challenge for an Eastern Washington animal rescue. We're taking a closer look at that situation, plus more local news right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm Austin Breed. Alyssa Warner has the night off. Well, the Adams County Pet Rescue is funded by donations, grants, and formerly 2 government contracts to care for the animals in the county. But last year, the ACPR didn't accept the city of Othello's offer for $75,000 to handle animal control. And at a city council meeting last month, the contract went to another nonprofit. Fresh at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald brings us more.
With around 60 to 70 dogs in care and 25 to 30 cats, the Adams County Pet Rescue has a lot of paws to keep an eye on. To continue handling animal control for the city, as it has for at least the past decade, ACPR asked for a contract of $150,000 after being offered $75,000.
The board was asking for more just because everything's going up.
The rescue says the money offered, $75,000, wouldn't be enough to offset the cost of caring for the number of dogs and cats it's taken in.
The amount of dogs that we got in last year from the city, $75,000 wouldn't cover it, really.
Following a recent Othello City Council meeting, that contract ended up going to another nonprofit, Hands and Paws. As a result of not being under that contract, the number of animals coming into the ACPR has decreased, giving the shelter some breathing room in the past 3 months.
In the past year, this is the first time where we've been down to like a lower number that's not up in the hundreds. So that's a good thing.
According to the mayor and city administrator, Sean R. Logan, the city made several concessions in the later contracts offered to the rescue, including taking care of the animal pickup, dog license sales, and more.
They came back with their original offer, never moved from it, and said that if we didn't give them their offer, they were going to quit taking our dogs at the end of the year.
Mayor Logan called that a tremendous bind to put the city in and left the city with less than a month to come up with a solution. One manager with the Adams County Pet Rescue told me last year the rescue was at a point they almost had to close doors.
I know right now we're just trying to focus on keeping ourselves sustainable, pretty much, where we're not having to ask for a lot of money. It's like last year we were at the point where we almost had to shut our doors. So
Why was that?
Funding was running out. Also, we just had so many dogs in that the money was going out. Staff members, we have to pay for them working and stuff. A lot of vet bills.
Mayor Logan says the financial struggles were a concern to the city.
They continued to tell us that even though they were charging us $150, the true cost was over $300,000 a year. So if that was their true cost, $150 was only the interim on the way up to $300,000 a year. The city didn't want to pay $300,000. It didn't want to pay it to $150,000. It didn't want to have to build its own facility.
But the city may be dishing out $400,000 to build its own animal control facility. That's up to the council in a future meeting. Mayor Logan compared it to a marriage that just didn't work out.
We were in this marriage for some time. They did a great job with the animals, still do a good job with the animals. And I'm sorry this just didn't work out between us. I don't think it needed to come to this, but apparently when two sides are trying to go in a different direction, you're not willing to bend, then that's what causes divorces.
And that was our Riley Fitzgerald reporting. By the way, Riley says she has reached out to Adams County Pet Rescue for the exact numbers on its budget breakdown so we can get the whole picture of what this loss of funding may mean. The other non-contract funding comes from donations and adoptions at the rescue. Stay with Apple Valley News now for continuing coverage. All right, time to talk about our weather. Gorgeous day, another gorgeous day, and it's not even spring officially. Hey, Stacy.
We told you it was coming, Austin. He didn't believe us after that dreary January and February. Look at March. It's just beautiful. Great view tonight on our Legends Casino Skycam. Clear skies. The sun hasn't quite set. It'll set tonight at 7 o'clock. 57 degrees, and the winds have reduced a little bit down to 9 miles an hour. So good looking sunset out there. Now grab a coat if you're heading out tonight because it is going to be chilly. Check out these overnight lows tonight. All through the region, we're going to be in the 20s and 30s. So burr cold, and we're probably going to see temperatures just like that tomorrow night, but we'll start to see a warming trend as we move on. Let's plan your day tomorrow. Out the door, need that coat. You'll start unlayering about noon as we hit 50 degrees, and then temperatures soaring close to 60, if not 60 degrees or even higher. So let's recap what's going on. Clear and chilly tonight. Grab that coat. Sunny, gradually warming, heading towards the weekend. We're going to see 70-degree temperatures next week, and spring officially begins on Tuesday. Austin?
We'll see you soon with the full forecast, Stacy. Well, an in-custody death at the Yakima County Jail is now under investigation. According to the Yakima County Department of Corrections, jail staff found Anthony Lucet unresponsive in his unit early Tuesday morning. The agency says a corrections officer entered the unit and began emergency assistance and called for help. However, Lucet died right before 2 a.m. Tuesday morning. The Yakima County Sheriff's Office and later Yakima Police were called to investigate. The Yakima County Department of Corrections will also conduct an independent internal investigation. According to the Department of Corrections, Lucet came into custody on March 8th and had been held on theft in the 3rd degree. New at 6:30, former NBA player and Eastern Washington native John Stockton now suing the state of Washington over its sanctioning of doctors who speak out about COVID. His lawyer says what is at stake here goes beyond a person's COVID beliefs. Rick Jaff says since 2021, the state of Washington has investigated, prosecuted, or sanctioned 60 medical experts over its COVID policy.
We are going to define what the role is of government in terms of restricting the free speech, the soapbox speech of professionals, you know, and this case will be the definitive case on that issue.
Stockton's team believes the legal persecution of a physician for voicing an opinion outside of offering medical care is a violation of that person's First Amendment right to freedom of speech. The complaint was filed last week but has yet to be served to the Washington Attorney General's office. In more local news and in a little bit of lighter news tonight, good news, Columbia Basin College is hosting its 51st annual Regional High School Art Exhibit right now. And that is where we find Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma live at CBC with one more report for us. Hi, Monique.
Earlier we spoke and the event was live, it's hyped, and right now it's starting to mellow down, but art workers are still celebrating thy food of thy labor. I'm here with Reese, and now tell me, how did you feel when you won the Judge's Choice Award?
I felt really good. It was really surprising and honestly very inspirational. This is my first time competing in this art competition, and it was a really nice surprise.
Well, for it being your first time, you put together a table with the 3D artwork. I can't even build a shelf to save my life. Tell me, how did you stay motivated in your thought process?
Well, when I originally found this piece of wood, my woodshop teacher said, if you can do a deep pour table, you can have the piece of wood. And so I decided that as this being my first deep pour table, I was going to make it a ocean scene and make it inspirational to others. And
All right. Well, thank you so much for allowing me to interview. Reporting live here at CBC in Pasco, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now. Austin?
All right, Monique, thank you so much. And man, that is some good talent right there, right here in the Tri-Cities. All right, still ahead, we are closing in on the start of spring, now just 6 days away. Find out what's in store for your weekend as Stacey Lee will have your full First Alert forecast on the news at 6:30. Stay tuned.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is a sign you'll want your yard.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is celebrating 29 years with a $150,000 anniversary Jeep giveaway. Beep beep, win a Jeep for $20,000 cash. Play with your Club Wildcard to earn entries every day. Or download our mobile app, play the game and win bonus Jeep entries. Play with your Club Wildcard to earn entries and win up to $1,600 every Friday and Saturday. Then drive off in a new Jeep Wrangler or take home $20,000 cash on Saturday, March 30. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often. Celebrating 29 years.
Have you tried to reach your internet company lately?
Your wait time will be 45 minutes.
At Washington Broadband, we have techs right here in Yakima, so you have a friend to help you through your technology issues. We even have after-hours help.
Washington Broadband, how can I help you?
In this difficult time when every other business is raising their prices, we still haven't in 28 years of serving Yakima, not even fuel charges. We will be your consistent local internet. Washington Broadband, your original hometown source to the world.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
How does free college or training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant gives eligible people money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
Welcome back to the area's only local news at 6:30. In a move that could potentially lead to a nationwide ban on TikTok, the House of Representatives passed key legislation today. If signed into law, it will force the app's parent company to sell an American owner or be pulled from the U.S. market. Let's check in with Karen Kaifa.
The clock may soon be running out on TikTok.
In a rare show of bipartisanship, the U.S. House of Representatives passing a bill Tuesday that would prohibit TikTok from U.S. app stores unless the platform is divested from its China-linked parent company ByteDance within the next 5 months.
This is not a bill to ban TikTok. They just need to sell TikTok to an American owner.
Legislators and intelligence officials warn the app leaves American users vulnerable to the Chinese government.
We know that TikTok has been manipulating information. We know that they have access to Americans' private data, and we know that if asked by the Chinese Communist Party to turn that over, they are by law required to do so.
China calling the move, quote, an act of bullying, while some members of Congress worry about generational impact.
I don't think it'll be helpful with young voters. Taking a step back, I just think it's bad policy.
Many of the roughly 170 million American users, too, have raised concerns.
If you vote for this ban, you are voting against my First Amendment and my way of freedom of speech. You are voting against my small business.
But proponents argue the bill does not infringe upon user speech.
It cannot be used to censor speech. It takes no position at all on the content of speech, only foreign adversary control.
In a statement, TikTok said it will now focus on the Senate, where the fate of the legislation is unclear. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And since it's so beautiful, I'm not afraid to show this sunset outside right now. Legends Casino Sky Cam. It is gorgeous out there. A few high clouds, but you know what? We're not going to complain. 57 degrees. Winds have reduced slightly down to 9, and our sunset officially will be at 7 p.m. Did you know we gain 2 minutes of daylight each day as we head towards summer solstice? So good stuff there. 24-hour temperature trend. We are going to be chilly once again tonight, down below that freezing zone, especially right around 6 a.m. So as you head out the door to work or school, you're definitely going to want to bundle up. But nice clear skies. Do grab the shades. You're going to need those. In Yakima, we're dropping down below the freezing mark as well, down to 31 degrees. So out the door, you're going to need to grab that coat. But look at this. It's going to be beautifully clear with temperatures flirting with 60 degrees tomorrow. So a great looking forecast moving through the evening. Now, what is starting to move this evening is those winds are really starting to pick up here in the Yakima and Kittitas valleys, in between those mountain gaps, like in Ellensburg, Yakima to Toppenish, that little area. It's a little breezy tonight. Some of our winds have calmed down here in the Columbia Basin and along the foothills of the Blues. Let's take a look at our futurecast wind gusts. Now, the winds could be gusting as up to 25 miles an hour tonight in Yakima. Light winds here in the Columbia Basin, foothills of the Blues. Tomorrow, we're going to be fairly calm through most of our area. A little bit of a breeze in the Tri-Cities. Those winds slightly picking up as we get to Thursday afternoon. Moving forward to Friday, heading towards St. Patty's Day weekend, we'll see some breezy winds in the Columbia Basin. Nice and calm in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Foothills of the Blues, slightly breezy. Spring officially begins in 6 days on Tuesday, March 19th. So mark that down, and officially my first allergy forecast of the season. Sniffling, sneezing, I definitely have noticed the difference. Our pollen counts are starting to rise up. Juniper, elm, and alder are the culprits right now, and we're going to see those pollen counts get up pretty high by the time we roll into Sunday. So get a little head start on the allergy medications. Tonight, temperatures chilly. Grab your coat. We're in the 20s and 30s in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley, 31 Sunnyside, Toppenish, and Yakima. If you are in the Columbia Basin tonight, you're going to want to grab your coat here as well. Those temperatures in the low 30s. Moses Lake at 30, 31 Tri-Cities, Prosser, and Hermiston. Foothills of the Blues tonight, also chilly night there with Dayton at 31, Pendleton at 30, 32 for Walla Walla. Shades and a little layering out the door in the morning, but it's looking pretty good. Look at the sunshine. Temperatures in the upper 50s here along the foothills of the Blues, hitting 60 degrees, probably all through the region. More than likely we'll hit 60 degrees in the Yakima Valley. All right, it's going to be nice and clear, so evening stargazing. Get out there tonight when that sun does finally set. Also on Thursday, you have a chance to see Jupiter and the moon if you look to the west. So a little stargazing, perfect night for that. Let's take a look at our 7-day planning forecast. Walla Walla and in Hermiston looking good. Look at those temperatures hitting the 70s next week. And the same thing in Tri-Cities and Yakima. Nice sunny skies, beautiful St. Patty's Day, and temperatures up to 72 on Tuesday. Good looking forecast there, Austin. Still to come, your viewer photo of the day. We'll get to that in just a little bit.
All right, Stacy. He is looking for a loving home. Meet Mini Macaroni. Operation Best Friend is next here at 6:30.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See, $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade. I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $830 off any phone. No trade-in needed. US Cellular. Built for us.
See, Alice, it's snowy and cold out here, but in Triple Play's toasty indoor water park, people are happy and warm.
This is snow?
Roy, she's never seen it!
It's cold and sticks to my feet. This stuff rules.
Ah, look, she made a snow, Roy.
That is clearly a snow stand.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Who is that?
My Aunt Shirley.
A semi-truck accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
If you've been hit by a large commercial vehicle, call Tamaki Law. Semi-truck insurance companies have the resources to deny any claim. That's why you need the experienced team at Tamaki Law to fight for the justice you deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
I was stuck. Unresolved depression symptoms were in my way. I needed more from my antidepressant. Vraylar helped give it a lift.
Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant is clinically proven to help relieve overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults, report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, as these may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Stomach and sleep issues, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks.
I didn't have to change my treatment. I just gave it a lift.
Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
I love that my daughter still needs me, but sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 14 days.
Now I can help again. Feel the difference with Nervive.
Want to know how I get this glow? I get ready with new Olay Indulgent Moisture Body Wash. It smells amazing and gives my skin over-the-top moisture. From dull to visibly glowing in 14 days. What? Major noise. See the difference with Olay.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra. Back now with a new study suggesting more than 6 million homeowners don't have enough home insurance. According to this study by the Consumer Federation of America, uninsured property makes up 7.4% of all properties across the country. That equals a total of $1.6 trillion worth of unprotected property value. And the White House launching an initiative to make an overdose antidote more readily available. The initiative encourages organizations and businesses to train workers on how to use and administer called naloxone and have it in first aid kits. Now, this is also known as Narcan. It reverses opioid overdoses. The drug is available over the counter, but can be expensive or hard to find. It is time to meet a friend who needs a forever home. This morning, the Pitbull Pen introduced us to Mini Macaroni. He's 8 months old. He's a bully-type mix. It's not clear what other breed he may have in his history. He is neutered, microchipped, dewormed, and vaccinated. By the way, whomever takes this friendly and enthusiastic pup home will get a $50 gift card to Paws Natural Pet Emporium. And he's going to be probably bigger than that in 6 months from now. Stacy's back with a final look at your forecast when we come back.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is a sign you'll want in your yard.
It's here. It's now. The Grand National RV Show at R&R RV North Spokane, March 14th through the 23rd. Shop over 140 RVs inside the West Coast's largest indoor showroom. Motorhomes, camper vans, fifth wheels, and trailers. The time to buy is now. The Grand National RV Show, March 14th through the 23rd, indoors at R&R RV North Spokane. Special show pricing, giveaways, and food vendors on site. Visit rnrrv.com.
Brett Michaels, Party Gras 2024. Mother's Day weekend Party Gras concert. Saturday, May 11th. Legends Casino, Toppenish. From over 50 million albums sold comes the Poison hits and solo hits live from the man who starred in VH1's Rock of Love, The Masked Singer on Fox, and ABC's Greatest Hits. Party Gras 2024. Tickets available at Ticketmaster and Legends Casino gift shop. Saturday, May 11th. Legends Casino, Toppenish.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off select Kubota tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com. Welcome to Pingree Ford in Selah, Washington, where small-town attention to customer service meets a vast selection of the best new and used Ford vehicles available. Whether you're interested in our cutting-edge electric vehicles or our dependable lineup of trucks and SUVs, we've got it all just down the road.
Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
This water tower sits on an eroding, unstable hill.
There is a serious amount of erosion going on.
But no one is sure who should stop the erosion.
Somebody needs to start accepting responsibility.
The Craigs Hill Dilemma. Apple Valley News Now at 6, Thursday.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Another gorgeous day.
That's right. Now, Austin moved here not too long ago, and he didn't believe us that we do have nice weather here.
I believe it now.
Okay.
I believe it.
All right. Well, let's take a look at our viewer photo of the day. Check this one out. This came in from Rick Zimmerman. Yes, Rick, those are lenticular clouds, but I do like to call them spaceship clouds.
Like aliens.
Yeah, they look like hovering spaceships. Now, we did have some cool clouds moving through yesterday, even a couple of microbursts of rain, and there was even some hail around the Tri-Cities randomly enough. So, Rick, thanks for sharing that. Remember to scan that QR code on the right side of your screen. That is how you submit a weather photo. All right, let's plan your day for tomorrow. Take a look at those temperatures. Like I said, chilly air tonight. We're going to drop down below the freezing level all through the area. So you're going to want to grab that coat in the morning hours, especially for the kiddos at the bus stop. By noon, though, you're going to be peeling off some of those layers. And look at that. We just may hit 60 degrees tomorrow. Quick look at our 7-day planning forecast. This is what it looks like in Walla Walla and Hermiston for the next 7 days. Beautiful weather. It's going to be a very nice St. Patty's Day this year. Here's Tri-Cities and Yakima. So, yes, we have the good weather, as I said we would.
It is here, and I love it.
There you go.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hoping your news is good news. We'll be back tomorrow.
Have a great night.